The on-court experience, as you mentioned, France, certainly tilts in Houston's favor with Sharp, Milo Suzanne, and JoJo Tugler. 3 starters back from a team that was within 1 possession of the title. And the Cougars begin with the ball. The first real test for both teams, who've started 3-0. This wonderful mid-November atmosphere and a sold-out Legacy Arena. And Houston opens the game with a bucket.
We watched them work on that play this morning, and it worked perfectly.
That's exactly how they ran it and shoot around. And now here's Kingston Hall. Here's one of them in Flemings. Gets a step inside. His high-arcing layup off the window will go. And Pettiford grabs the Uzan miss. Here's a 3 for Pettiford. It's good. Freshman Flemings whips it around to Sharp. His three-pointer is good. Auburn has scored 93 points or more in all 3 regular season games, plus both exhibitions. Here's Elijah Freeman, smothered at the rim. That was Tugler.
And they don't have that. And, of course, Juwan Roberts is the all-time winningest player. This is going to be a tough shot. That's not a good shot, and he got lucky.
To Texas Tech.
Yep. Now, he did not play in that game, but he did play in the game in Lubbock. But he certainly knows what's in store.
Pettiford creates space and hits his second three. Jovic is off the floor with 2 fouls for Auburn. 10-10 game. Houston shooting at just 4 for 17. Auburn 3 for 15. Here's Flemings. Gets a good look and hits. He's got 5. Up the floor, here's the freshman Caden Magwood getting his first minutes. Freeman drives. Freeman lays it in.
Well, he's about 6'7". Watch him get downhill to the rim. And a good finish right there. If you go play at Lincoln Memorial, basically the only thing you can do is just live in the gym. And that's what this kid did.
Well, Steve Pearl said he's getting some NBA interest already.
He is.
6'8".
Yep. Nice drop off.
Sinak scores it.
First step right here. Drives that closeout, brings it big to him. And Sinak,
who saves it behind the back. And then Magwood tries to shoot a 3 over Sinak. It's rejected. It's Hall who finally finishes.
With that great athleticism.
It's wingspan. It's a lot longer than 6'4".
That's exactly right.
Suzanne, who decided to pull his name out of the draft, returned to Houston. Into Sinak, the freshman. Another tough shot. This one goes as well.
The freshman Sinak. See the nice turnaround right here.
Spot shoot.
Catch and shoot. Yep. He'll get downhill some, but not the way Shed did.
Sinak line drives in another. He's living life. Number 6 overall recruit in the country, top center. Steal. There's Khalifa Sacco in the game for Tugler. Harwell, good for the corner, and the Cougars take the lead.
And he's probably the guy that's furthest behind of the big 3, but super talented scoring guard. There you see it.
Another steal for Harwell. Sets up Uzan. Houston leads by. And they stretch this out with the freshman. Kingston Flemings up to 11. With a step back. Good defense here.
Yeah, that's what Pettiford does.
Flemings off of his right leg delivers another.
He does it effortlessly, although seemingly effortlessly. Nice pass.
Murphy skips it. Overtime. Only the 3rd turnover of this first half for Houston. Sacco stays in with 2. Tugler has 2 on the bench. Pettiford skips for Hall. Off the shot fake. Hall. Murphy.
Beautiful.
Ties it.
Yep.
Keyshawn Murphy, then Keyshawn Hall to set up buckets.
You see the closeout on the freshman. That allows Hall to get into the paint and find Murphy inside. He's such a threat to score.
Miller. Fleming shot fake. A 2. He's fouled and he scores it. He was not fouled, actually. Flemings thought he was.
And Sinak are keeping this team in the game.
Flemings has the last 8. Hall 3. Rebound Murphy.
Good block out by Murphy. He blocked him in.
Here's a 3 for Freeman. Flemings 3. He does end the half with an 18-point performance to the Auburn faithful. For Houston, lighting up Legacy Arena with a 4-point lead.
He's the 81st guy this week to be in the mock draft first round. And he has to get going for this team to reach its potential this season.
Houston's 3 returning starters, Uzan, Tugler, and Sharp, were very quiet, combined for just 6 in that first half.
Nice
Here's a cutter. It's Sinak off the feed from Tugler. On the floor with Pettiford, Overton, Freeman, and Hall, the Auburn starting 5. Here's Freeman. Gets it through to Overton. His second three. Tugler operating again. Looking for a Flemings handoff. Pettiford got in his grill. The Sharp instead. Tuck 2. Gets it to go. Emmanuel Sharp with 6.
Watch the speed here, Kevin.
Sinak set up for 3. He got it!
I'll tell you what, man. And you're unlocking that terrific potential for a guy his size.
Danger zone here for Auburn.
Yeah, the thing he does best is the rebounding.
Largest lead for
nice.
Houston. Pettiford comes into it.
Good step through. 10 years ago, they would have called that a travel, but no longer.
A rail-splitting, thunderous finish from Elijah Freeman.
Last year at Lincoln Memorial, a Division II power, he was so good, the floodgates opened from Division I offers, and Auburn's got themselves a keeper.
Kelvin Sampson didn't realize that. I think you're right, Fran, thought it was on Sinak. In the Hall, trying to drive over foul. They score instead right over the top of Harwell. It's a 4-point possession.
I love watching him play.
As Freeman attacks it.
Nice.
Freeman inside Tugler. No foul and no basket. Good defense by Tugler in that foul trouble situation. And then he gets the feed from Flemings and the flush. As Auburn won 53-52, they're trying to take down number 1 Houston in the second weekend of the season. And they are within 2.
The little guy inside, and the ball really sung from side to side.
Sharp driving. Sharp floats it home. Emmanuel Sharp with a couple of second-half buckets.
Zone now again. Looks to be a zone.
Delayed by Tahad Pettiford. Reset to Sharp. With 15 to shoot. Sharp. Pettiford tried to draw an offensive foul there. The ball's grabbed by Sacco. Flemings. Sharp. 3. Yes!
You know, it's funny. The first game I ever coached at Manhattan College was against Butch Van Bredikov, who had 1,500 wins when I coached him. Nice shot right there. I was scared to death in the locker room before the game. I said, if coaching has anything to do with this, we're screwed. My team was better. We won by 20. But you're still nervous. Nice goal right there.
11 to play here at Legacy Arena.
Nice.
Sold out Birmingham.
Nice.
Pettiford really moves to draw Auburn within 4.
And it's going to turn into one-on-one.
Uzan high off the window. Great answer.
That's okay when they go in.
As we near the midway point of this second half, Houston has led it pretty much the whole second half. Uzan sets up Sinak. His second 3.
He's got the reputation of having that stretch big range, but it hadn't happened early in the season against inferior competition. Yeah. This is a game that Auburn can steal. And I say that because they've trailed most of the second half.
Here's Tugler for 2.
A time of breakdown and pick and roll coverage.
Sinak's on the bench with 4 for Houston, and that pass somehow makes it to Overton. Murphy and Williams. A little tic-tac-toe. Rebound back to Overton.
Tugler's missed a bunch of those today.
Williams, Adams hard charging. Murphy on the floor. Murphy in the bucket. There's Flemings. His first points of the half on a blow-by.
How fast is he? I'd give it back to this guy and get... Sharp can make a shot here against the size.
Sharp against Williams.
Nice.
Contested deuce.
I've been impressed with Auburn. Whole new team minus Pettiford. And if he gets it going, they can be very dangerous. And they have really done a great job on the glass. Look at this guy.
Hall was kept alive by Williams, Adams, and now Keyshawn Hall. Off the floor right now. Sacco on there with Sharp. Uzan, Sinak, and the freshman Flemings. Flemings step back. Buries a jumper.
I'll tell you. Well, you always say.
The freshman Flemings on a 22-point night. Uzan pull-up three. Oh, Uzan! What a time for his first three of the game.
Cannot stay in front of Flemings.
This is interesting. 6'10" against the freshman. Flemings gets rid of it. And he nearly turned it over. He did turn it over. He passed out of the advantage, and Auburn can tie it.
That's right here. Watch the pass to Sharp, and give Freeman credit with that athleticism to jump the...
1 minute to play. 3-point game in Birmingham. Freeman looks inside. Williams-Adams. Murphy! A sway and a rim rock, and the lead is at 1. Is it really mid-November? Uzan off the screen. Uzan in trouble. Sharp with 5. Sharp lost the ball. Sharp has to hoist it. No! Auburn possession with 23 seconds to go. Tahad Pettiford, who has sliced and diced Houston the last 2 years. Into the lane. Rejected! Out of bounds. The officials converge with 13.9, and they will say...
Remember, watch this. Watch the block. Watch the block right here. It's a good call. They don't even need to review that.
Pettiford screens for Murphy, who's got it. The freshman Williams-Adams trying to set up the lob. It's Pettiford. It's Pettiford splitting 2. Pettiford puts it up. Rejected by Sacco. Saved to Flemings. And there will be a little time on the clock here.
All right.
There's 0.2 of a second. Auburn will have it with a few more ticks than that. Saves the game for the moment for Houston.
Now, remember, the clock stops when the ball hits the first thing out of bounds. And so there might be more than 0.2. We'll have to check. We'll see as soon as the ball... Now look out over at the Auburn bench, because that's where the ball was thrown out of bounds. There's the save.
Isaiah Harwell. Flemings was calling for the ball, and then the pass bounced off his hand and hit right about a second.
What I see right there is 0.9. Now, they'll review this. I think 0.9, or now they're going to put 1 up. Okay, that's fair.
The time has been reset to 1.
And that means that you're going to have a chance for a catch and shoot here. Sacco is on the inbounder, and he's going to be a problem.
Freeman's going to inbound it. 1 second for Auburn. No timeouts. The lob for Murphy. There's a whistle. Murphy's fouled before the shot. Or was there? Stephen Pearl's out on the floor. It looked like there was contact with Murphy, but the whistle sounds for the end of the game.
That's it.
And Houston survives. Murphy was sandwiched. Auburn wanted a foul, and the whistle was for the end of the game, not for the contact. So #1 Houston by a single point takes down the Tigers at Neville North.
Some great plays down the stretch. I have no problem with that, because you could have easily called a foul on Murphy also.
Yep.
So all's fair in love and war right there. And you know what? Pretty good.
Uzan over the top. Flemings from underneath. The 2 co-pilots, Fran, who had some trouble offensively but closed the game out defensively.